is Christina Leong. I'm the founder of MakingBetterRelationships.com. And just attended FreshFlow event yesterday, and just slowly digesting of the experience and the learning I get from yesterday. It is different in a way that it is not like other workshops I've been on before. So I've been on some conferences, workshops, and various places where the experience that I got from yesterday is more experiential learning from the viewpoint. I get to observe and see how the host, Simon, facilitate the events throughout the day. So it is in a way, it's a not quite group coaching, group mentoring, and in an experiential point of view. And I get to see how he conducted in a way throughout the day. It is in a flow as and when certain things shows up, he would just pick the participants and questions them and help them, support them in a way where they get the insight in a way that I've not seen from other places before.
Okay, and so what do you think has been beneficial for you in terms of that kind of learning?
For me personally, having that experience itself, it worth a lot more than other things in a way where if it's just learning from the textbook, you don't really get as much. Where in a workshop or conference setting, where often the host would speak from the stage, and it's just like a speaking event where you get to take away the learning, but it doesn't really sink in you. Whereas experiential learning, you've been put in a spot where you have to be in that spotlight, and certain things that's just created in a way where you experience it yourself firsthand and not from someone else's telling or teaching. So you get that insight for yourself, and the way the environment that you are in, it creates certain flow in you. That's what I believe.
Okay. Yeah. How do you think this is now going to help you on a personal level?
I think to be in a flow, it has to be all combination. So external, internal, and environment, they all play a part in helping me personally to get in the flow. Okay. So if I've been in a state where I in a constant battle with my internal or external, but if I'm not in an environment that helps, then it will create conflicts, and it's not going to be helping me to get into the flow. But whereas I'm in an environment where the energy feels right to me, and I have an internal dialogue with myself, that will help me to create the external reality that I want to be in.
So how could you create that type of environment so that you experience this flow more?
For me, I would think that personally I like to be in nature. So being in a space that that's created, either I created for my client, or that's been created for me, that would help a lot. Because if you are in a space where you are familiar, it's not going to create that change.
Mm-hmm.
But whereas you are in a space that's been created for you by someone else, or it's just like a container where you get to work on creating that change, that would help.
And how do you think this new sense of flow, when you've created it and the environment around you, how is that going to help you when you're with a client?
I think it happens on multiple level, I would think, because if I was thinking, I have been thinking of creating a retreat. So I've been putting together a program for experiential retreat in Bhutan. So hopefully that will happen sometime next year. So at the moment it is a plan as part of the enlightened vacation that we talked about yesterday. My intention is to create and facilitate that retreat in Bhutan, because Bhutan is one of the happiest, it has the highest happiness index as a country in the world. So I'm hoping I get to create a retreat and bring my clients and people, like-minded people, to go on a journey in Bhutan where we get to experience happiness and achieve and going away from it to really thinking about the journey we've been in Bhutan and how it helps to create that change in our personal, business and love life.
So you spoke about creating the environment, and so therefore Bhutan is your environment. And if you've got this flow also inside of you as well, how do you think that is going to help your clients on this retreat?
I'm still not quite sure on that part yet, and I think with me the process comes quite slowly, and as events unfold itself later on, certain things I will just pick up, and sometimes for me it's just letting go of the wind, like control, because I'm quite I want to do certain things. If I'm always one of the things that I have learned also is that I can't always control, be in like a driver's seat. Sometimes I need to enjoy the journey itself in a bit, and that's what I always share with my client as well. If I'm constantly looking at where I want to get to, and stop paying attention on the things that the scenery. So say for instance, if I'm driving from here back to London, then my focus is on like getting from here back to London, and I'll just be looking at the navigator or the road sign to get me back home. But if I don't pay attention to what's happening like around from here to back to London, like the scenery, the view, the beautiful scenery that along the way, then I'm just missing part of that journey. And eventually when I get to reach my end goal, I just feel like I'm constantly having to create another goal and just not being the present of it to enjoy, because it's really the enjoyment, and it is a journey for me to get through, to get there. and in order to reap the reward, you know. So staying present. Yeah.
So can you describe, in terms of your feelings, your journey yesterday through FreshFlow?
I would say in general quite happy and calm and being myself again.
So FreshFlow allowed you to be yourself?
Yeah.